Hello guys, we are happy to have you here as a fan of celebrity news and lifestyle, where you have all kinds of juice news. Please just take a minute of your time to subscribe, like and share and hit the notification button. How to deal with haters. Coco Gauff has it clear, I use them as. The American pondered on a way to make experience of hate messages on social media, handing over a completely curious and mature speech for her age. Coco Gauff maintains to polish on the Mutua Madrid Open 2025, in which she pursues to opposite the dynamics of latest weeks. The American is in search of a first-rate name with a view to set the ideal level for Roland Garros, and her victory over Mira Andreeva nowadays suggests that she is step-by-step locating the one's excellent sensations she has lengthy desired. Later on, the American touched on very thrilling subjects with inside the press conference, including her courting with hate messages on social media or her private contention with Coco Gauff, her opponent with inside the semifinals. In general, my aim is to enhance on all surfaces, however at this factor with inside the season, I am targeted on matters I can do higher on clay, mainly as compared to preceding years. Mobility changed into one of these matters, despite the fact that I commonly do properly, however I suppose I can be greater efficient, and I consider I actually have made progress. Yes, I can carry out properly on all surfaces, and proper now, I am specializing in clay. You had been 4-5 and 15-40 down, however you stored the one set factors, and something modified. Or now no longer. From my side, truly now no longer lots modified. I did not extrade the manner I changed into gambling. I changed into gifting away too many destroy factors. I do not know the statistics, however I suppose something like 3 out of 11 in destroy factors in that first set. It did not extrade lots, I simply controlled to win the one set factors. If I had transformed a few destroy factors earlier, perhaps I could have been the only main 5-4. On her part, she began out making greater errors, however I did not extrade my gambling style. The one's destroy factors simply began out falling on my side. I felt like I changed into having accurate education classes and operating hard. I notion the paintings I changed into doing could lead me with inside the proper direction. An event like this offers you self-belief for the reason that effects suit the effort. I agree with the process. I recognize there are ups and downs and it is not possible to have 5 ideal seasons. That is what number of I've had at the circuit. I recognize there may be low moments, however I strive now no longer to allow them to have an effect on me too lots. I use it as fuel. In this sport, the season could be very lengthy and every so often fanatics get very dramatic after multiple losses. They suppose your profession is over. I simply consider that one have to preserve education, awareness on oneself, and try and silence all the one's voices. I do not feed what humans say due to the fact I recognize it is now no longer true. I could love, sincerely, to play ideal tennis each 12 months for the following 10, even though I do not know how lengthy I'll be at the circuit. However, I can't. It's not possible, no person does. It's a part of life, so I use all of that as motivation. Next stop, dealing with Coco Gauff, with whom you had been to begin with 3-11 in head-to-head, however you've gained your remaining encounters. At the start of our matches, I felt that perhaps I did not deliver myself a risk earlier than the sport even began out. What has modified is that now I actually have lots of self-belief that I can win. Agar is a hard opponent, however I now no longer consider our head-to-head. Maybe I did to begin with, however now I deal with each suit as something new, as a brand new opportunity. I'm going accessible with lots of self-belief, and I consider I actually have the sport to win the suit. Thanks for watching to the end guys, and if there's something you'll like to share about this video, please do share, and please don't forget to come some other time, let's share thoughts together. As you go, please subscribe and hit the notification button. We love you guys.